Here are my top 10 pieces of hard-earned life advice I shared with the graduating class of 2024 at my old high school this week. I was too nervous to film myself delivering the keynote address, but here's the audio recording over one of my favorite activities. I've got a lot of hard-earned advice and only a few minutes to give it, so without further ado, here are my top 10 pieces of life advice. Hopefully there's something in here for everyone, including parents and teachers. And unlike Instagram, you don't get to scroll away or leave me comments. Number one, what's uncool now will be cool later. I was not cool in high school. I wore Met grad pants, I loved the CBC, and I spent a lot of time with my dad Rudy in the bush hunting and fishing, and that was not cool in the 90s. But it's why people find me cool now. There were a lot of people in my grad class who did not find their feet in high school. They didn't do well, or didn't fit in, and that didn't define or limit the amazing people that they grew up to be. My friend Carrie Johnson grew up beating with her grandma on the trapline near Otter Falls, and now she flies around Kluane National Park in helicopters, doing works for Park Canada, and the mucklucks she makes are shown in art collections around the world. There are a million different roads to happiness. Number two, high school is not your peak. Neither will the next 10 years be. The adults are like, that's so true. Use this time to be brave. Learn new skills and challenge yourself. Fail before the consequences become too steep. Trust me, it is a lot easier to learn fly fishing, skiing, a new language, and how to file your taxes in your 20s compared to your 30s. Number three, nothing good happens after midnight. Trust me on this one. Your parents paid me to say that. No. The exception might be childbirth, but I have yet to confirm that. Number four, be careful when defining who you are. You are not your job, your relationship, or your clothes. These things are very one-dimensional, and they will all end. You are, however, a whole human being, and if you want to survive getting laid off, getting sick, losing loved ones, develop your whole self. Number five, do not seek approval or validation online. Do not post anything you are not rock solidly confident in. I posted some videos about fishing the other day, and people said, I didn't know what I was talking about because I caught too many fish. I didn't know what I was doing because I didn't catch enough fish. And I didn't know what I was doing because I caught the wrong type of fish. I was sitting on a pile of fish that I caught, cleaned, and shared. And I'm wondering, am I a bad fisherwoman? No! I could not have survived the online world when I was your age. Number six, speaking of being online, please know that anger is a secondary emotion. Look it up. Anger is a response to a different feeling that's happening underneath. Remember this when you're mad, and remember this when someone is mad at you. Number seven, apologize. Not because it's polite. Apologize every day for small things. It will make apologizing for the big things easier. Then, you actually have to summon up the courage, but apologize for the big things. It will help you learn to forgive people for big things. No one is perfect. I'm willing to bet there are a lot of adults tonight in this room who wish they could apologize for something. And there are probably just as many adults in this room who wish they could be forgiven for something. We make mistakes. Apologize, forgive. Your life will be a heck of a lot lighter because of it. And trust me when I say that, because I'm probably the only person in this room who's had to apologize to an entire country. Sorry, Wales. Never buy anything full price at Canadian Tire. Number 9, you're pretty much guaranteed to catch a fish with a 5 of diamonds. That's free. And number 10, the most important thing my crazy, absolute menace of an 82-year-old dad taught me, because he escaped the Russian occupation of his own country and immigrated to Canada with nothing, is be ready to take the opportunities that come. My dad was not planning on immigrating to Canada. He had a wife and 2 kids. He was settled in communist Czechoslovakia. There's not a lot of bandwidth for sudden life changes in that story. But Canada opened their borders to political refugees for this tiny window of time. And Rudy saw an opportunity for a better life, and he jumped. And a few days later, he arrived in Canada. His wife and 2 kids came after. That's my half-brother and sister. That's a different story. Anyway, in case you're wondering how that turned out for Rudy, well, there's a popular online saying that is, it's Rudy's world, and we're all just living in it. Opportunities will come. You have to look for them, and then you have to go for it. I am so thrilled to be here with all of you today. You've worked hard, and you guys are just brimming with opportunity, and I love that so much. I create my content for you. I do it so that the people you're going to meet around the world will know a little bit more about the incredible place you're from. I do it to help those of you that will leave home feel a little bit less homesick. And I do it to remind you what an incredible place you come from and encourage you to, if it's the right time, someday come home. So please, if you see me out in the wild, come and say hi. And if you have questions, please come and ask. In the meantime, enjoy this moment. You have earned it. Go forth with courage, resilience, and a zest for life's unexpected detours. The baton is yours. Carry it forward. I wish you the best. To the class of 2024, congratulations.